Hi, I'm Jared, and bionic prosthetics have always interested me, and I like the way that they help people so directly, and when Capstone came around, I decided to do some more research. So, what are bionic prosthetics? Well, the definition is a bionic prosthetics are robotic replacements for a missing limb. Bionics are very advanced. Bionic limbs are supposed to be as realistic and comfortable as possible. Some can run, others can type, and some are even delicate and strong enough to hold an egg. These are extremely expensive, and for a kid that's going to keep outgrowing these and is going to need a new one every, 10 months, is a lot of money. These can cost as much as a car, so that'd be like buying a car every time your kid has a birthday. So that leads me to my next question. Do they make bionic limbs for kids? Yes, they do. They do more than that. They make low-cost, 3D printed, themed bionic prosthetics. Because no kid wants a plain black bionic prosthetic. So they make Iron Man, Frozen, Star Wars, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and even Captain America themed prosthetics. One company reached out to Robert Downey Jr., the person that plays Iron Man in the movie, and he gave a kid his very own bionic prosthetic arm. I interviewed Kevin Zimmerman from Touch Bionics. Touch Bionics are the leading upper limb bionic prosthetics company. By upper prosthetics, that's shoulders, the whole arm, just this bottom part of the arm, fingers, and hands. So, during my interview, I asked this question. Your companies use the Apple Watch to improve. How does that help the user? He told me about how the app works, and he told me how the app works, and he even brought in an Island Quantum, which is over here. That's the most advanced limb in their line. The way the app works is on your phone, you can set 4 grips out of the list, and then the icon will appear here on your watch. Your watch, normally people would wear the watch on the hand on their bionic hand wrist, so when they go to push the thing, the hand that they're doing it with would make the grip. This is useful for if you want to try and have a catch, or you want to practice doing really fast motions. Someone could throw you a ball and you could push the key to close it at the right time. So, I was mentioning before grips. Here are some of the grips. This is power grip. This would be used for holding something almost like you'd hold a pool noodle like this. You'd hold a bar to help yourself up or something. This is just for squeezing stuff and holding stuff powerfully. The next one is precision grip. This would be used for picking up small things where you need to be very accurate, like picking a pencil up, a marble, stuff like that. Then there's the index point, which you saw before with the typing. This will be used to type because it's one finger that you can use the key on the keys, use a remote, point at stuff like that. There are a ton of grips, but this is just a few of them that I picked out. So my research showed me how advanced bionics are from what they were. This is a traditional prosthetic. The way this works is you wear a strap from your arm around the other arm, and when you move your shoulder out, it would move the arm up, and brought it back in, it'd move it down. Then you could do something like this to lock the elbow. So let's say I bring it up, lock the elbow, and then I go like this, and it'd operate a little hook on the end. I would squeeze the hook almost like a crab claw. And this was really ineffective because when you were picking up eggs and stuff, like I showed you before, it would crush it because there's no way to control power, and it would just crush it, and you can't do much with this, and to pick up anything would be a 10-step process, and people ended up getting shoulder problems with their other shoulder from going like this so much. So this is what it is now. The way this works is when I go to move my arm like this, it tensens the muscle up here, which goes all the way down to my hand, which moves the hand. When my muscle tensens, it even when I lose my arm and I think about that, my muscle will still tense up here. It won't continue down because there's nothing down. They have an extremely sensitive sensor up here that when it feels the muscle tension, it'll move the arm. So even I would think maybe do this or like turn my wrist and it might close the arm. It's not exactly how it was when you had your normal arm. It's not the same movements because going like this is a very small movement here that they can't really pick up. So you have to do different motions. But when I asked Kevin Zimmerman about what the newest technology was, he said he didn't really know because they've come up with so much stuff like lately, and that there's so much technology that just keeps coming out that what happens in the future, no one's really gonna know yet, because they're eventually gonna get to a point where they might be actually stronger than the limb you replaced. And I saw on the internet that there's this Army Academy for soldiers that when they lose their arms, they get a replacement that's it's one of the most advanced, and then they can actually go back into battle with it. So thank you for watching. If you would like to visit my blog, you can scan the QR code. Thank you.